So bullish is such an interesting question. I like I kind of said, I see it as risk to reward. I want to own some Hedron because I think that it has a potentially high upside. Um, but it's not like okay. So the reason I have any desire for Hedron is because I feel like there is a game to play here. There is a risk reward profile that I want to play, and a lot of it has to do with the potential for parity. It has to do with the fact that the contract is I think well-meaning, and I think there's a chance that it works, and if it works, then it's going to be a very high upside, and I want to play that game. But I'm not like it's not my whole portfolio in it, and I'm very intentional about not like I'm interested in. I'm looking at this. I want to if I'm putting the time in, developing my own game theory or whatever, I want to share that with other people, like let's benefit each other here. I'm so glad to talk about it.
I saw
But
a 9 billion number
yeah,
floating around. 9 billion number floating around.
yeah,
Explain that.
that
Explain that's why you're not bullish on Hedron.
uh oh, I wanted the reason I bought 9 billion was because I wanted to have more on the side for two reasons. One was I wanted, if the HSI auctions ended up being very undervalued in Hedron, I wanted to be able to take advantage of that. If that doesn't happen, that's probably because the Hedron to Hex price is relatively competitive, and uh, and I would not mind holding Hedron. And there's a potential that the Hedron, um, if there's a potential that the Hedron is burnt meaningfully in the first couple months following the big HSI days, and having it before then and holding through. If I don't want to buy Hex with it, basically holding it might be a good option. And so to me, it's like I don't see a huge downside. And I tried to tell people this: 9 billion Hedron for me is not that was not a lot of my portfolio. That is not me YOLOing in. Like if Russia says something terrible is going to happen, and we have massive fear, and all this terrible stuff happens, and the crypto dumps massively from here, I will probably want to buy more, but I don't also want to, like, I just saw it as an opportunity, and I didn't see there was, for me, a very big downside, but it wasn't. I knew that it would get a lot of attention because it sounds like a big number, but it's all relative to what your own portfolio is, and I, in that video, tried to be very clear. This is not me YOLOing in. This is me looking at risk reward for myself, and the simple I either can buy Hex with it, or I can hold it, and either one I'm very happy with. So, what do both of you think of Hedron potential versus Icosa potential? Is there a difference in potential? I like that question. I saw your tweet about this, and if you posted a video, I did not watch it, and I want to, because I think you have some deeper thought on this.
Talking to graphics, I imagine.
Cryptographics. Yes, sorry. Yes, absolutely. I will tell you, I have not done the math. My gut instinct is that Hedron has more potential, but I would love to be wrong. I don't really care.
Well, the thing is, so with that, it's kind of like Hedron is, there's not really a ceiling on Hedron, or at least the ceiling is much, much higher. But with
Ceiling
Icosa,
is a lot higher relative to Hex than Icosa at this point in time. Because Icosa is in parity and Hedron is out of parity. So I would think it's Hedron, but I'm honestly glad to have both of them. But
how far are we away from parity on Hedron?
Last time I checked, we were over 15 times under parity for Hedron.
Okay.
So 15x to reach parity. Icosa is already in parity. We've broken up and down below parity a little bit over time, but Hedron is 15x over 15x under parity, and so you'd think that if there's a similar ratio of Hedron to Hex, and there's less Hedron because of the t-shirt rate and all this fun stuff, mintable over time from your hex stakes. Like I would feel like Hedron has got it, but I haven't put a ton of thought into that myself. So